Chaldean Culture Center, the idea for it was to make Chaldean known to our neighbors here, and also our culture to be known to our neighbors and to our kids and our grandkids.
Chaldean culture is important is because it's telling a story of 3,000 years of who our people are, where they were, where they reside, and how did the church started, and all that is letting people know our history. This is our history. This is our culture. This is how we were. This is how our villages were. It's very important. It's knowledge that everybody should know, especially our kids.
Shenandoah was being talked about, and Mike George and the Chaldeans bought Shenandoah to be the next home for the Chaldean Club, beyond what Southfield Manor was. And then, of course, we did the Chaldean Cultural Center there, and it was always intended to have it there. It just didn't start right away. It was sort of, the space was always allocated for it, but it took some time to mature and to really get enough momentum to start the design and start the construction.
When we bought Shenandoah here, and we wanted to have our Chaldean Center here, so we thought, who are we? What do we want to tell people who we are? And of course, there was all kind of debate and where to start, what to do. Then we said, okay, let's start from the beginning.
We divided the role between us according to the capability of that person or the knowledge that that person has. I think I was asked to be part of the museum because I'm an artist. The museum is divided into 5 sections. Every 2 or 3 of us took one section. But in the end, we were all together working on everything else.
For the Faith and Church Gallery, we used our own clergy. Bishop Ibrahim helped us, Bishop Francis helped us, Father Borgi helped us. For the Journey to America Gallery, where we are physically located right now, we used the Chaldeans who were born in Tulkarpur. Hannah Sheena, who was on our board of directors.
أخني كنت مشوريلا ببلاغة بكالديان كولتشر سنتر متحف الكلداني. أنا وثيلا كم عيطيلا ماني كذا كذا أنا كذا كل من ديبت الكيب وبكل دكانه كم عيطي أنا خام النيونو وثوان شوقت مني لا موجودين ولدا المؤسسين الحاضرين ولدا رعد كثاوة فيرجين عربو فرنسي بوجي ألام حاسلة روزمير أنطون ماري رومايا جوزفين فيكتور ساروكي كلنا نخني وخو مسؤولين بقاوة وبلخلن بقاوة ولد بلخلن مثلا تبرعات مثلا كل من دي بقاوة أنا زي العراق مثلي كبيرة سبقانة مدكي باو مني طلبيو مني زواج ما ثنوا على مني دثوالي آخر ما ثنوا على مني كل من دي وبلخلن وسقلن ولد بثخلن هذا تشيلن كبيرة بقاوة.
My mom, Rosemary, she was a force. When she put her mind to something, she was going to see it through to the very end. And so when it came to the Chaldean Cultural Center, she really wanted to see this through. She wanted to tell our story. She wanted to get whatever she could to make this as impactful and important to the next generation, so everybody could see what where we come from, who we are, and what we stand for.
The Chaldean Cultural Center is more than just the museum. The museum is our crown jewel. But we also did programming. We wanted to make sure that the Chaldean language stayed active. We had cooking classes, but we wanted the Chaldean Cultural Center to be the depository for everything Chaldean, at least everything Chaldean here in America.
Well, we were very proud of it. We were very proud of it because it was beautiful and everybody liked it and they were actually surprised at how nice it was.
I always was lectured, as were all of my siblings, about how important it is to be part of the community, to give back. And it didn't surprise me at all when she really grabbed the reins of helping to get this off the ground. And with the other founders, really made it happen. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears went into it, and things behind the scenes.
Well, for me, it's personal. I feel proud. I attended 800 meetings. I went to Ohio for the project. We flew to New York to look at the Jewish Museum there. So I was part of that board. And I'm still part of the board of trustees. So to me, it's personal.
Museum benefited others by knowing our culture, and for us, knowing our ancestors, what they were and what their contribution was to humanity. And we're not just the grocers that are working day and night, but they come from a rich, rich culture.
The whole experience took a lot longer than any of us thought. It took many, many years. But it did finally come together, and when it did, I think all of us were very proud of it. It's a very well-told story, and when we take people there and they see it, they're really impressed.
It's important for our generation to know our culture, and that responsibility falls on us and the Chaldean Cultural Center and all the organizations. One group and one organization cannot do it. The message has to go out at large to all the people, and parents have to come down and realize that, hey, we got to teach our kids and our grandkids who we are.
We worked very hard on this museum, and we came to see it into fruition. We see what we have, worked for and spent so much time to do it, and we see it in reality, not only on paper. So it was a very happy time, good time for me.
It is a treasure. It really is. And it's something that our children should cherish and be proud of and pass it on to future generations.